Copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Warning. This episode contains content that may be disturbing or sensitive to listeners. Discretion is advised.
Hey, everybody. My name is Duchess, and this is the Duchess Podcast. I appreciate you guys joining me. Tonight, we're going to be doing the Monday Missing Flyers on Tuesday. Many of you guys know I've been out of town. I had to take my mom back to see the neurologist. So I'm back in town now, and my husband has the norovirus, and he has been so sick, you guys. So I have been scrubbing and cleaning all the things and trying to take care of him today since I've been back. And I wanted to go ahead and come live a little bit early so that I can check on him. He's resting right now. So I appreciate everybody sending your thoughts and prayers for him. He has been feeling really rough. But I appreciate you guys joining me early so we could go over a lot of these flyers that I have. I want to talk to you about some cases and things that have been happening, give you guys some updates on some people who have been located. I hope everybody's doing well. So I'm going to go over to the chat real quick and just kind of say hey and welcome everybody in. And I appreciate you guys being here. Hope everybody's doing good. It was 74 degrees here in Myrtle Beach today. I've got my air conditioning on, guys, because it is so hot. I can't believe it. Hey, Peekaboo, thank you so much for being here. Streak to the like button, y'all, please, and thank you. Hey, Crafty Girl, thank you. Thank you for joining the membership. Welcome to the Dutch Bus. I appreciate you so very much. Hey, Arctic Fox. Good to see you. You're here until they get your new dishwasher. Well, hey, that's important. You've got to have a dishwasher. Appreciate you joining us. Crafty Girl says you had to add the real one to the end of your name because apparently there's a Crafty Girl and she has a space in between her name in the green team chats. Well, that's good to know. Crafty Girl, we appreciate you being here. Hey, Stormy Love. How you doing? Hope you're good. Thanks for being here. Hello, Amanda. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Hey, Nightbot. Don't make me throw you in the wood chipper tonight. If you're enjoying this conversation with Duchess, don't forget to crush the like button. The like and share is a free way to support Duchess content. Hey, Steph. Not that Steph. Don't side-eye me. Ice cream for everybody because it's Steph's birthday. So you guys please wish Steph, not that Steph, don't side-eye me, a very happy birthday. I am not a singer, but I will say happy birthday to you, Steph. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steph, but don't side-eye you. Happy birthday to you. I hope you had an amazing birthday. Appreciate you being here. Nightbot says, also don't forget to subscribe to Duchess. Ring that notification bell for all the future videos and live streams. We do appreciate y'all being here. And remember the rules. We're cool as long as you follow the rules. Be nice in these streets. No hate speech. Be respectful. No bashing. Try to dress up your cursey words in chat. We do welcome all opinions. Happy Tuesday, Nonsense. Thanks so much for being here. Chico's in the bushes listening. Oh, I'm so sorry. Chico's been sick too. Y'all send up some positive vibes and prayers for all the people that are going through sickness and stuff like that, because I hear that a lot of people are sick right now. I know that a couple of my mods have sick family members that are not doing well. So if you could just please pray for them, it really means a lot to them. And so they may not be here tonight because they have other obligations and things that they're going through. But I do want to send a shout out to Cold Case Crystal because I know she has some family members that are sick, and I wanted her to know that I'm thinking of her. A couple of my other mods have been not feeling well, so I'm thinking of them too. And they may be listening in the bushes, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I do appreciate you. Hey, Ida and Anthony, it's always good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Hey, Jennifer. It's good to see you. How's my mic sound? Is my sound okay? I wanted to make sure I had everything set up good. My laptop shut down again before this live, and so let's pray that we don't go through what we did on the last live stream. Hey, Ree. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Hey, Nancy Drew Murder Mystery Delmarva. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. Hey, Elizabeth. Hope you're good. Thanks for being here. Hey, Terry Dean. She's coming through with the Dutch bus. Hey, Try Me Bish. It's always good to see you. I hope you're well. Hey, Don't Wake the Bear. Good to see you, love. I will tell him. He's in there resting on the couch. He's snoozing away. And it's about time because he's about to have been crazy today. Bless his heart. He has really been through it. He would much rather be at work. Arctic Fox, it was 78 there. Oh my word. Drove the Mustang around with the top down to run errands. It's the best weather. It's the best weather. Hey, Eastern Girls, Crafty Marie. It's good to see you. Yeah, y'all tell Steph happy birthday. Happy birthday, Steph. Hey, Carl. Appreciate you so very much for being here. I hope you're good. Hey, Cat's Eye. Hey, AP. Thanks for joining. Hey, Cash San. Bonsoir, mes amis. Das Wetter is gut. Yes, it is. The weather is good. Cash, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what? I think I've got I don't know. Let's see what I've got over here on my membership.
Yes, I'm crazy. Yes, I cuss a lot. But yes, I'm as real as you get.
That's the Dutch bus motto. I do have something special I wanted to show y'all that I found, and I have laughed so much about it. Look at this. Mods, delete his eyebrows. I have laughed about that, and I have laughed, and I was like, I'm going to upload that to StreamYard because we all know who we're talking about when we talk about mods. Delete his eyebrows.
Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess. Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess.
I know. I do need to go over there and check. I'm going to do that right now. Let me go over here and see if I can make it happen, if I can make it rain. Let me go over here and check let me see if I can go over here and check my live. Oh, please. Got to see if I can get this chat to come up on my. Let me see what I got over here. No, I don't want to start a Q&A. Well, I thought I might have some. Did I already give them away for this month? I might have. Surely I didn't, right? Skirt, skirt, skirt. Why do I always get this confused? No, I don't want to join my own membership. No, I don't have it. Oh, wait. Oh, ha, I found it. Yay. Listen, we might go to the moon. You know what happens when I start pressing buttons, y'all. Y'all can still hear me, right? Please say I didn't go to the moon. I don't know. Did we go to the moon? Did we go to the moon? Am I on the moon? Please say we did not go to the moon. You're the late clicker, and don't forget, you gotta get on all messages. Don't be on top messages like I do, because I will get lost. Oh, thank you, Stormy. I appreciate that so much. I'm gonna see if I can get y'all some memberships. Hang on a second. Y'all hold on tight. Michigan Wifey, thank you so much for joining the Dutch bus. We appreciate you so very much. All right, let's see if I made anything special happen. Let's see if I made anything special happen. There it is. There it is. Yay! Thank you for reminding me of that nonsense, because I think I forgot to do that last time. Yes, hold please. Hold please. Hold on. Hey, Juicy Jules. Appreciate you. Thank you so very much. John Kerry, a troll came into my friend Jake's live stream this morning. They were anonymous. It was obviously Duchess. I'm not stupid. John, I'm glad that you think that I have all the time in the world to just, go around and troll people. By the way, there is somebody that is pretending to be me, but it isn't me. It's actually somebody else. They actually came into my own live stream while I was live under my own name and trolled me with my own fake account. So, John, nice try, but negative. I really just don't have the energy. Respectfully, John, just you can see your way out the door now. Thank you so much. I hope you got the attention you needed now. Bye-bye, and I hope you have a very nice day. My goodness. No, we're still on Earth. Dang it. Hey, S&S Contracting. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, we're metaphorically somewhere in the galaxy. Who knows where we are? But we're not on the planet that John and Jake are on, apparently. We're going to shake them bushes. Hey, Pine Needle Protagonist. It's so good to see you. I appreciate you coming over and joining. Hey, girl next door. Thank you so very much. I hope you're doing good. It's so good to see you over here. Yeah, there's a double Dutch. There is if y'all see at that troll of me saying some crazy stuff in another chat, get a screenshot and send it to me. You were waiting for me to read that second comment? Well, you can go ahead. Yep, you can do what you do. And do have a nice day, John. Do try to have a nice day and, all of those things. Hey, Cold Case Crystal. Yes, I have way too much going on. I just got back in town and I just don't have the energy for all that mess. Y'all know how it is. Hey, Miss W. It's good to see you. So I just had to, I knew I was going to need that troll alert. And what do you know? Boom, right out the gate. It's just the way that it is. Yes, and anytime you feel that you have been blocked unfairly, you can always email me. My email is at the bottom of this platform right here under my icon. You can see it says Duchess, number 4, the missing at gmail.com. You can explain yourself to me and I'll make a decision. There's people that I do unblock that email me. So, if you have an issue, John, you can certainly hit me up and let me know. But it's doubtful that I'll unblock you because I can't be messing around with the craziness. You know what I'm saying? Also, for anybody that might have missed it, I just wanted to make sure that before we got started that I played this little clip for you guys because there's so many people that apparently they just want my attention. I don't know what it is. So, one last time. That's you, Betty. That's you, honey. So, just so we're clear, you're like the anti-hero. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. That's you, Betty. That song is about you. Hey, T. Marie, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you so very much. Now, on to the next order of business. I do have a couple things that I need to address before we get started because I just need to make myself crystal clear. Okay? And thank you, Aries. I saw your very kind comment up here. I saw it on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. Wait a minute. You're just the messenger and subscriber. There it is. Aries, thank you for saying that. You are a pure person, Duchess, with a heart full of gold, and the haters in the green team can never understand or have. I appreciate you saying that. Hey, Allison White, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Hey, CLK. Thanks for being here. Now listen, y'all done got the queen, Michelle. Y'all know that's my BFF. She's the admin. She's the queen. She's all the things. So I'm going to have to address something real quick so we can just get this out of the way. So I'm going to take this comment down. Wait, you're going to be coughing up a lung? Listen, every time I hear that Taylor Swift song, I think about all the people who just fit right into that. So, let me share my screen because I want to address this so we can just, be one and done with this situation because I feel like it needs to be addressed. So, let me go back over here to my channel. Over on my post, and we're going to be looking at some of the missing flyers and things that I have shared on here. But there's a particular post that I'm going to have to share because, well, apparently we're having some confusion about things. So I just want to make sure that we're clear about what we're doing over here on this channel. And you guys know that my focus is to share cases in the Carolinas, in the Southeast, because that's where I'm located. And let's see if I can do this in a way that's going to help me to not get lost, because sometimes when I'm scrolling, here, let me see if I can drag this button down. My laptop doesn't want to always compute with what I'm doing here. And we're going to go over these flyers here in a minute, but I've got to address this right out the gate so we can just, you know, we can be done with it. Snarkish. Look, I'm over here highlighting stuff. We could still go to the moon. It's possible. I post so much stuff on my wall. I just don't know how. Ah, here we go, right here. Let's take a look at this. I tagged Michelle, the queen, the administrator, the leader of the mods, and the mic dropper. And then I had to put this meme up because apparently there was some issues. When someone tries to get crazy but has no clue you were a thug before you became a healer. That's Michelle. Michelle, you're upset that that vibrator changed his name. Me too. He's always going to be vibrator to me. Oh my gosh. And you're still a thug when you have to be. And I know you don't like to be, but this brings me to a particular post that I made for National Missing Persons Day, February 3rd. I made this post right here, which anyone who has been subscribed to my channel for any length of time knows that I make my own missing flyers for cases that I cover on my channel. And it's hard to cover all the missing on my channel. There's so many people that are actively missing, kids and adults. And of course, this is just a little subsection of cases that I've covered. And I can't get every there is 100+ more flyers that I have made and cases that I have covered that did not make this particular post that I made. Okay. And if you guys want to see it, it is on my community tab. We do have Paul Flores here at the top, Tyler Wilson Doyle, David Warner, Dylan Ealer, Marissa Carmichael, Gabriel Thor Crow, Savannah Hale, Aaron Cody Fortner, Sebastian Rogers, Tabitha Tutors, Amber Ray Johnston, Summer Wells, which, by the way, today is Summer Wells' birthday. Please put some purple hearts in the chat for Summer Wells. This is her 9th birthday, and she has still not been found. We also have Madalena Kojakari. I just recently covered her case again. I have covered her case several times before. Jordan Nebling, Jaden Carpenter, and of course, Cody Bigsby. I made a flyer for Cody, covered his case from the day he went missing. And then I also made this Ride for Justice, which one of my very good friends who advocates for Cody locally in Virginia asked me to make a flyer where they did a motorcycle ride to raise awareness for Cody Bigsby's missing case. And these were some of the select flyers. And as you can see, this particular post reflects that, I mean, this is full. And these are just a few of the select cases that I have talked about on my channel. It's really hard to get every flyer that I have ever made on this particular post right here. But if we go down here to the comments of this particular post, I think that's where we had some confusion. We had some issues in this comment section. And I appreciate Harley Yaya. Thank you so much, Harley. You're always such a sweetheart. I love you for being consistent with your post each day. I've always appreciated how hard you work. I'm in Northeast Georgia, near the North Carolina-South Carolina line, not too far from East Tennessee. And I always make sure to check your page every day. And I do make it a point to read each post carefully so that while I'm out, I'm looking for these sweet children and adults. Thank you, Duchess. And Harley, thank you. That really means so much to me. And I just want to thank you for posting that, because that really means a lot that you guys do find that these posts are very important. However, that wasn't exactly everything that transpired in the comments, unfortunately, because as we come on down here, there was some other posts that were subsequently commented on under Harley's very kind post to me. And this is public, y'all. This is not like I'm doxing anybody. This is on my public YouTube community wall. Okay? Grandma Sherry, thank you for being a member for 3 months. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Go Dark, Go Silent. Thanks for being here. And this is where I think that we had some confusion, because I got a post, and I do believe I saw you, Amanda, in my chat when I first went live. And you tagged me, and you said, why is Michael Vaughn not on there? I saw Sebastian Rogers and Summer Wells. Miss W, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Thank you for supporting this mission. I appreciate you so very much. It means a lot to me. And I did clarify with you, Amanda. Amanda, there's various reasons. Number one, these are cases that I've covered on my channel and flyers that I personally made for the cases. And there's more than 100 other flyers that I've created for people who are still missing that didn't make this cover. There's limited space on this little picture, so I chose some of the main cases that I have covered. Michael's case is still very important. However, I did not cover his case on my channel, nor did I make him a flyer. It's nothing nefarious. I just don't have room to add the hundreds of missing people on there, and I hope that helps. Because there really is no way that I could put every single missing person in their active cases, respectively, on this little post. And no, I did not cover Michael Monkey Vaughn's case on my channel, but I have spoken with Brandy Neal, and she is very sweet and kind. She's been over here to support my channel, and she knows that I have shared out Monkey's information, and I have shared his flyer on all of my social media platforms. But there were so many people that were talking about his case. I just did not get involved with covering it on my own channel because there were a lot of other cases that needed to be covered. But Brandy knew that if she ever wanted to come up and speak about Michael's case, I told her she could let me know, and I would be happy to do that. And so there wasn't anything nefarious about me not putting Michael's flyer on there. It's just that I never made him a flyer, and I didn't actually actively cover his case. So I wanted you to understand that, Amanda, if you're still listening. However, Michelle felt some type of way about it, and because it was a little odd to me. And Michelle did respond and said, ma'am, you can always make your own collage and post it on your own channel. You can also start covering cases that you want to cover on your own channel, because this is Duchess Discussions, not Amanda Kamar's Discussions. And that was a mic drop moment for me. Because I really didn't know how that was gonna fly. But I mean, in all fairness, If people have their own channels and they're talking about cases and they aren't talking about the cases that you want to hear about, I encourage you to make your own channel and talk about those cases. If you have a community wall, share those cases on your community wall to get that information out there. And absolutely, Cold Case Crystal. She says, I will always stand with Michelle, as do I. And then it kind of went left from there because abruptly after that post, within just minutes, Amanda, is there a particular reason why you began to post 1 minute after the other? And you tagged me. I hope they all are found. Have you talked about Kyron's case? You tagged me again. I hope they all are found. Did you cover Kyron's case? You tagged me again. Did you cover Kyron's case? You tagged me again. Did you cover Kyron's case? And of course, that's going to upset Michelle. And so she said, stop already. What is your problem? Duchess has already answered you. Again, start your own channel. But until then, I think you seriously need to call 988. Seriously. Are you in a crisis? You need to get help. Because this doesn't make any sense to me. Why you felt the need to come into this comment section and say that repeatedly. I have other cases that I have lined up that I'm planning to cover, and I have not gotten around to covering Kyron's case because I have other things going on in my real life and other cases that I'm currently working on for future live streams. And I appreciate that you would like for me to cover Kyron's case. And when I have the time to be able to do a live stream on that, I will certainly do that. But this is not the way to get that to happen. And if you feel a certain way about it, you can always start your own channel and you can always talk about the cases on your channel. So, Michelle, I just want to thank you for being very crystal clear. Because coming into my chat and demanding something repeatedly like this is not going to get what you want. I don't have a problem with trying to cover cases and do things like that for people. I try to do the best that I can, but I've been out of town, Amanda, taking care of my mother because she has dementia. So please, respect knows respect. And if I'm not doing it in your time frame, I apologize, but also not apologize. Does anybody have any questions about that? Amanda, if you're here, please do come into chat if you have any questions about this particular situation, because I want to make it very, very transparent and clear what we're doing here. Okay? Because if you want me to cover a case, you trying to shame me in my comments like that will not fly with me. Ever. Cash just has questions generally in life. Well, we might have to have a live stream about that one day, Cash. We can just talk about life stuff. Hey, True Wreck and Crime. I don't want to seem like I'm harsh, but I do have a lot on my plate. And I don't know if you guys follow me on social media, but if you go to my community wall, I mean, I post an update all day long because I can't go live about every single case. I wish that I had that kind of time to devote, like some of these people have the time to devote beating these cases into the ground over just one case for hours on end, for months and months on end. I don't have that kind of time. We do all need a Michelle, and I'm lucky to have her in my life. And I just wanted to give her a shout out because she's a wonderful friend. She is an excellent moderator. She's the queen of the Discord. She is the admin of this channel. She helps me, her Cold Case Crystal, Arctic Fox, help me research these cases. We put those things together. You can't just give me a name and then I'm just going to do a live stream the next day. I have to take the time to research. I want to make sure that I have all of the factual information because some of these cases I'm not completely familiar with all the ins and outs, and that takes time. It takes time. And I just ask for people to respect that. If you want me to share a flyer, you want me to make a flyer, I can do that. But respect knows respect. You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to address that in the forefront, that I don't mind trying to cover these cases. But Amanda has also asked me to cover 5 other cases, and I've covered 3 of those. I have done 3 streams on 3 of the 5 cases that you've asked me to cover, Amanda. And I don't think 3 out of 5 is bad. Okay? Show me another creator that you've asked to cover 5 cases that have went live immediately and covered all the cases immediately that you asked them to cover. I'll wait. Peekaboo, exactly. Responsible coverage takes time and research. And I'm not just going to come out here and just talk a bunch of nonsense about something that I don't know. No, I'm going to make sure that I have everything in order and I know all of the information, because I'm not going to be out here giving you misinformation, leading you down a path that is just filled with my opinions, my observation, what I think about the case. Yeah, we don't go on hearsay. Exactly, Cold Case Crystal. But if you need a flyer, you can always reach out. I'm happy to make it. That's different. That's different than you wanting me to cover an entire case that I'm not completely familiar about. Now, Arctic Fox has talked about Kyron Horman, and you are more than welcome to go over to Arctic Fox's channel and look at the thousands of videos that he has, and you can find Kyron Horman's information over there, and you can certainly watch that video. But I like to be able to do the research and put in the time and energy that each missing person deserves, because they deserve dignity and respect. They deserve factual information being shared, because each missing person is important. And I just wanted to make sure that I was very clear. Because if you come in my comments demanding and saying that again, well, I won't have anything to say about it, because you're probably going to get blocked before I will even have a blink of an eye to know that you've been blocked. So I'm just giving you a fair warning right now. Don't disrespect me and what I'm trying to do on my channel. That's all of that I ask. And for you to do that in my comment section was kind of disrespectful. Cash said Ken Maines did not take Sebastian's case because of all the shit show that was starting to surround it. An indictment on those profiting from drama, I think. Yeah, and I like Ken. Thank you, SNS. I do appreciate that. I just like to be very transparent and upfront with you guys. I'm not trying to be hateful or anything like that. I want to cover as many cases as I can, but I'm kind of restricted with my time constraints because traveling out of state back and forth to my parents, I'm kind of limited. But I'm doing what I can. And the cases that I'm currently actively already covering, those cases are at the forefront for me because I still have families who actively don't have answers. As you know, Tyler Doyle, recently it was 2-year anniversary of him going missing. And this was about the time that Amanda had requested all of these cases. I did cover Madalena's case. But then, I've been working on other cases. Just because you don't see me out here in the forefront, talking all the stuff about it doesn't mean that there's not things that I'm working on. Hey, OG Fish, always good to see you, love. Hope you're doing good. Right, Pine Needle. It's like busting into someone's house demanding they make you dinner, do your laundry, and entertain you. So I encourage you. If you see that I'm not doing it within your time frame, please, I encourage you to go over and use your own voice to be a voice for these people. And Kyron Horman's case is, that is a very sad case. He was 7 years old when he went missing, and that was in 2010, and that is out in Oregon. And I have covered another case from Oregon because his family reached out to me. I'm not very familiar with all the ins and outs of Kyron's case because that's on the West Coast. And unless I've spoken to the family about a case that is outside of my area, I don't normally cover those. Chica, Dutch, I'll say this, you're nicer than me because I'd be cussing right about now. Well, yeah. I always try to be kind. But I want people to also have an understanding of where I'm coming from. And it just is what it is. It's not possible for me to cover everything. But I try my best to get everything in that I can. So I appreciate you letting me have my little rant today. I don't normally do my little rant, but today it's been emotional. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and I just had to get that off my chest. Thank you, Michelle. One person cannot cover all the missing. It's not possible. Help by starting your own channel, not by being disrespectful to someone who's already covering the missing. Elizabeth said, I wonder why they kept asking you. Yeah. So, with that being said, let's get into some cases. Let's talk about some of the missing people. Because, again, there are so many people. But if you want to scream my name, by all means, do it. Because everybody else does. My name is in a lot of people's mouths these days, apparently. They just love it. They love to say my name. They love to say my name. Continue to say it. But I'm not the Duchess. I just wanted to point that out. I am Duchess for the Missing. It is not my name. That is not my real name. It is just the name of my platform. And I say that to the Outlier podcast, who obviously thinks that I'm called the Duchess. Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am. That whole thing still has me upside down. Talking about Sebastian's case, saying the nastiest things that I've ever heard. Lauren Conlon, you should be ashamed of yourself. You call yourself somebody that's here to, covering everything from true crime to the latest in pop culture. That's where you got me, honey. When you're covering things from true crime to pop culture, I can't honestly take you seriously, ma'am. So when you want to say, I don't understand why Sebastian's parents went to talk with her, but I understand that she knows a family member. Yes, that's correct. And we give facts over here. We treat families with respect and dignity, and we treat victims with respect and dignity. We're here to share out the factual information in hopes that the family member that is missing will be brought home safe. We're not here to vilify people. We're not here to talk about the trash that you said about Sebastian. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't care if Nancy Grace has you on her pod. I don't have any respect for her either. I don't care if she is a former prosecutor. Come for me. Come for me. I have no respect for people that are out here talking trash on this young man who is out here missing, and you want to go in there and talk about these behaviors, and then you say the things that you said, and then you put my name in that podcast along with it. I will not co-sign that shit. How dare you? How dare you make a mockery of Sebastian Rogers and his family? It's disgusting. So you just go on with your pop culture, Lauren Conlon. And we're going to keep doing what we're doing over here. I'm telling you, we should do a stream on that together, because I have a lot to say. Because I will tell you, my husband will tell you, that when I was listening to that, I literally screamed in the house, and he thought like that there was a crime being committed in the kitchen. And it turns out that no, I was just making lasagna and listening to this woman disrespecting this young man. And if you haven't listened to the podcast, you should, and you should leave her a comment about what you think about it, because it's just disgusting. I was very upset, yes, and I'm so sorry that I called you, but it just burned me up. Hey, Teresa, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're good. Go dark, go silent. I did read your comment, and it's way back up in chat. I wish I could pull it up, but that is so important. Nonsense and I and some other creators like Amethyst Moon, I want to get, Arctic is very interested in that. I'd like to get Michelle and Cold Case Crystal involved in that. That is so important. It is so important for us to talk about how do we get the legislation off the ground, whether we go to people in our own state, contact our local agencies, reach out to our Congress people, our Senate, to stop the victimization of parents and the families that are being victimized by you. It's not just YouTube, TikTok, whatever the platforms are, these podcasts that are going after families, because interfering in an investigation, shaming families, shaming the victims, there's no place for that. If I was a child and I was missing, I don't even know if I would want to come back, knowing the things that people had said about me. It is so hurtful and disrespectful to put out all of this stuff. It's not helping. It's just hurting. It's just hurting, and it will live on forever on the internet. Long after that case is over, whether he's found alive, whether he's located and he's not, the family has to live with that forever. It can never be undone. Your words matter. Your words matter. Your actions matter. Take accountability. See, okay, thank you so much. Let's remember the ones who cover the missing and truly care, the true ones. They do suffer from the heartbreak as they cover these cases. I appreciate that, COK. It's true. I will definitely go back and see your comment for sure. But I did read that. Hey, Autumn. Yeah, it's really awful. She starts by making a joke about her vacation, how happy. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, she has no tact whatsoever. It's gross. No, they didn't take it down. It's still up. Jay played it on her live stream. It's disgusting. I was mortified. I think that's wonderful. Feel free to send me an email. That would be great. Nonsense says, Amethyst suggested today, if anyone has local cases that have been exploited that you know, make note of them because that's important. And I did speak to Tyler's family, and they are willing to help in any way they can because they were exploited and trashed too. Doxed, harassed, threatened. There's lots of other people out there. It's not just Sebastian's family. This has been going on for quite some time with other families too. And it does need to stop. All right, so we're going to talk about some cases, but I just had to clear the air on that. But we will definitely talk about the Outlier podcast. Because, Lauren, I will not forget. I will not forget. Thank you, Go Dark, Go Silent. Please do reach out. Okay, the first one that I want to get to, let me see if I can find it on here, because we have an active Amber Alert, and this one really has me concerned. Gosh, I've got so many flyers on here. Let me see if I can find it. Sophia Franklin. This is an Amber Alert out of Wisconsin. Sophia is 16 years old. She has brown hair and blue eyes, and she is missing out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. She was last seen at her residence at 9:00 p.m. on February the 2nd of 2025, and she is believed to be with this 40-year-old gentleman right here, Gary F. Day. It looks like that, according to this, he was last seen at her residence on the 3rd at 7:48 in the morning. Sophia is 3 months pregnant with Gary Day's child. Yes, you heard that correct. Sophia is 16 years old and Gary Day is 40. He is the father of the unborn child, and there is a no contact order for Gary and Sophia. However, apparently Sophia has now fled with Gary Day and they are on the run. He is driving a black 2014 Buick LaCrosse with Arizona plates BBR 20L. Any of my people down in Arizona, please keep an eye out for this vehicle in case they're headed that way. Gary's 40 years old. He's got blonde hair, which it looks like it's thinning on the top, green eyes. He's 5'7", weighs about 165 pounds. Sophia is about 5 feet 9 inches tall. She weighs about 185 pounds. If you have any information, please reach out to the Beaver Dam Police Department at 888-302-3936. I don't know what in the world is going on here, but this man needs to be in jail. I'm sorry, but if you're 40 and she's 16 and you've got her pregnant, there shouldn't be just a no contact order. Gary, you need to be in jail, sir. Because the age of consent in Wisconsin is 18. It's not 16. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. It's so good to see you. Hey, Barbie Boss. Hope you're well. When I saw this, I was like, what in the world is going on here? Not good. Not good. So if you see this flyer, it is on my community wall. It's also on my Facebook page. Please, please, please share this out. What in the world is this man doing hooking up with a 16-year-old? Hey, Kim Holmes. The world is a crazy place, I'm telling you guys. So please share this Amber Alert out if you will. Next up, we have Kira Ramsey. I just got this notification today that she is missing in Leland. That is Brunswick County, North Carolina. That's just over the state line, about 30 minutes north of me. I'm not sure, Terry. It just says he's got a car with Arizona plates, so it's very possible. That's all the information that I have on that. But if I do find out any further information, Terry, I will keep you updated. But there might be a chance he's headed for Arizona. If he's got Arizona plates on the car, it might be that he has a residence there. Now, Kira's missing in Leland. That's about 30 minutes north of me in Brunswick County, North Carolina. That's between here and Wilmington, North Carolina. She was last seen January 31st of 2025. She is 15 years old. Five feet 5 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds. She was last seen at her home in the Wedgwood neighborhood on the 31st, and she possibly left the area in a black 2007 Saturn Vue with North Carolina plates VCJ 9737, and she's known to frequent the Wilmington, North Carolina area, which is only about 15 minutes away from Leland. If you have any information, please contact the Leland Police Department. Also, Missing People in America have this flyer out for her, and you can also reach out to them. And this is on my community wall as well. As he should, Barbie, for sure. She does. Hey, Sophia. She does have a beautiful smile. Your missing poster said Arkansas? Now, this next flyer that I'm going to share is one that one of my members asked me if I had seen this case, and it's been a while since I've seen his case, but this one is missing out of Wisconsin also. James Yablonsky. It's been a while, 2023, June 12th of 2023, from Baraboo, Wisconsin. James was 14 when he went missing, 5 feet 11 inches tall, 120 pounds. James was last seen in Baraboo, Wisconsin on June 12th in 2023, and he left his family's home in Reedsburg, Wisconsin at close to 1 o'clock in the morning. He was driving the family van, and he was only 14 years old. He took his father's cell phone with him, and he was reported missing at 9 in the morning. Authorities later determined that he drove around for several hours after leaving, and he stopped at his father's business in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin, twice. Later that day, the van was found along the westbound lane of Highway 12 in Baraboo Bluffs, close to Devil's Lake State Park, across the highway at a makeshift campsite. And this is a very remote and rugged area. Investigators believe James may have been trying to live off the land as a survivalist, which I feel like is kind of odd for a 14-year-old kid. I mean, what makes a 14-year-old kid suddenly decide to leave and go off grid to live as a survivalist? That's always been questionable to me. 2 wilderness survival guides and a handgun disappeared from his family home at the same time that he did. And authorities found a second campsite in Devil's Lake State Park with a jug of water, socks, and a knife sheath which they believed belonged to James. In the early months of 2023, prior to James's disappearance, web searches about how to leave the state were made on 2 electronic devices that James had access to, and his case remains unsolved. If you have seen James or you have any information on his whereabouts, please reach out to Sauk County Sheriff's Office. You see the number here on the bottom of this flyer by Missing People in America. Please share this out, because this case does not sound good. And I have a lot of questions about what may have happened to this young man. Chico said, I don't know, because at 14, I had wild-ass thoughts. So I ain't no telling what triggered that. Well, that could be true. Sophia said, Maddie said she wanted to live in the woods. Yeah, it does make you wonder what their home life is like. What's he escaping? It is odd. It does make me worry. Yeah, so he left. I mean, he's researching living off the land as a survivalist and how to get out of state. Marie, I do not. I do not. But I will post if I find out any further information, Marie. Yeah, isn't that odd? He took his dad's van. He's 14. He doesn't even have a driver's license. And then he went by his dad's work twice before disappearing. Isn't that odd? That's a good question, CLK. Cash said, like those 2 kids that camped and died. Wow. You think so, Tinny? I don't feel like it's a good outcome. He's such a cutie, too. You're right. I just can't imagine what makes a kid want. I mean, he went through a lot of things to. This was a well thought out plan. He was already researching it. He had already looked this up. He took his dad's cell phone, took the van. He obviously planned this because he took all of these things with him. They found a couple of different campsites. They found things at each of these campsites. But he's disappeared. Well, Crafty Girl, that's a good point. Yeah, the age now says 14, so I do believe that must have meant that he was 12 in 2023. But that's still not old, you know? It's very concerning what may have been going on. We just can't imagine what he may have been dealing with in his real life. So if you see his flyer, please do share it out. Hey, Chai, good to see you. Next, we have Chloe Williams. Chloe is missing from Nices, South Carolina. And I wanted to go over here to see if there was any information on Chloe that was in addition to what I found earlier today. Chloe went missing in the latter part of December of 2023. She's 23 years old, 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighs 140 pounds. Chloe went missing in the latter part of December of 2023, and she was last known to be in Nices, staying at a residence on Frisco Lane with an acquaintance. She is known to wander the streets often. She had no vehicle, no phone, and no form of identification. She did not live with family, but she did keep in touch with her grandmother frequently, at least every 2 weeks. After she had not been heard from by the end of January 2024, the family and local law enforcement did conduct a search. This is in Orangeburg County, South Carolina. And I did see the last update that I got was on December the 11th. I did contact Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office to see if there was any further information about Chloe's disappearance. And they said they had put out several requests for information and they were continuing to look for her. She does have reddish brown hair. She weighs about 140 pounds. She has frequented the area of Nices and Cordova, South Carolina in Orangeburg County, but doesn't really have a relationship with her family. She would only contact her grandmother. So, and no one has seen or heard from her since. So that is still an open case that they are investigating and looking for leads on. So if you have any information, please do reach out to Sheriff Leroy Ravenel at the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office. The number is here on the bottom of this flyer by Missing People in America. And hopefully she is okay. Yeah. Tenny says, do you remember the name of the teen boy who left his home? Only sightings were farmers of him walking down with a shotgun. I don't. Do you know what state that was in, Tenny? I've truly covered so many cases, sometimes it's hard for me to keep them all separated in my mind. If you think of who that is, send me the information and I'll share their flyer. I'll look into it. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate you being here. That means a lot to me. We just want to keep their faces out here because, listen, somebody loves these people. That's their family. That's their friends. Their lives matter. And we can't imagine what they might be going through. You think it's out west? Okay. If you think of who it is, let me know. That's interesting, Sophia. So he thinks his son may have been trafficked. Wow. That is interesting. Thanks for being here, Pine Needle. I hope you have a great Tuesday evening. I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourself. And of course, there's Sophia's Amber Alert. And then today is Summer Moon Utah Wells' 9th birthday. And I'm just very sad that Summer has not been located. Her birthday is February the 4th, 19. Let's see, it was 2000. Let's see, when was her birthday? I've got it here somewhere on my paper. I remember when I went to Summer's Day. My gosh, which seems like that was a hot minute ago. But I did go out there a couple of years ago for Summer's Day. There was a lot of other YouTube creators that went. Chasen was there, Gavel Geeks, Sassy. There was a lot of people that came out there for that first Summer's Day in Tennessee. And it was really sad, honestly. Heartbreaking. Now, when Summer went missing, she was 5 years old. And of course, she has blonde hair and blue eyes. She was born in 2016. She's a white female. At the time when she went missing, her hair was shaved. And of course, her age, weight, height, hair length have all changed. She's listed in NCMEC. She has a missing persons number there. She has an NCIC number. She has a NamUs missing person case number, and she has a regular case number with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department. And if you have any information on what happened to Summer or where she is located, you can call 1-800-TBI-FIND, or you can send in an email to tipstotbi@tn.gov. I haven't updated her flyer with her new picture, the upgraded picture that NCMEC did. So but I will certainly try to update this one as soon as I can. She's such a cute little girl. And I was really hoping that she was going to be able to come home as soon as possible. But there doesn't seem to be any leads about what actually happened that day. And I know there's a lot of people that are thinking that her mom and dad did something. Is there any evidence? No. If there was, they would be in jail. Such a sad case. I know, I can't believe it's been this long either, child. Do kids really just disappear? I mean, I don't necessarily believe that they just disappear. And we can all have our opinions and thoughts about what may have or may not have happened. But will it help bring Summer home to go out and bash the parents or put our opinions out there into social media and call TBI and scream and cry and all of that? No. But I assure you, there's probably somebody out there that does know what happened to Summer. And I pray the truth will come out and that she'll be found so her case can be closed and her family can have answers. They've been through a lot, Autumn, for sure. Listen, if I was the parent, there's no telling how I would respond to how people have attacked me. You know? That's right. There is only one truth, and the truth does need to come out because she deserves justice for whatever did happen. The truth does need to come to light so that people can know, so they can stop attacking the parents if they had nothing to do with it. It just needs to. I just pray for answers and justice for her. So happy birthday, Summer Moon. This child has brought so many people together. In this community. And I just hope that this case will be solved before I leave this world. That's one case that I definitely want to make sure that there's answers that come to light. I don't want there to go 20 years and not have any answers to what happened to her. Hey, Just Me Sunshine, good to see you. And I did get a notification right before I went live that Farrah Emanuel was found safe. She was missing from Robeson County, that's in Lumberton area. And that little town is called Shannon, North Carolina. That's right outside Lumberton. in Robeson County, 37 years old, Native American female. She was located safe. So I wanted to let you guys know that. You sure did, Elizabeth Lander. I met you through Summer's case. That's right. I've been knowing you for quite some time. And while I'm thinking about it, let me do something real quick. Hang on. Almost forgot something. So I don't forget to give my other 5 memberships out. Welcome to the Dutch Bus, y'all. Yeah, I agree, Cash. I hope they will, Barbie Boss. It seems like it's about time for law enforcement to come out and give us an update, and I was really hoping they would have done that before now. And I was also kind of hoping that law enforcement would come out and speak out against all the stuff that's happening on social media. So I'm a little disappointed about that. But all we can do is sit and wait and hope that they will do it very soon. Maybe they're waiting for the anniversary of his 1 year before they're going to come out and say anything. I just have to hope that maybe they have information that they're working on. I really don't know. Teresa, thank you for being a member. I appreciate you so much. Now, Stephen Adams was another missing person that I shared. This was a senior alert from Culpeper County, which is in Virginia. And he went missing and was located safe. So I wanted to let you guys know. The senior alerts are very close to my heart because my mom has dementia. And I was so relieved when I saw that Stephen was found safe. And I did share this on my community wall, and I wanted to let you guys know that he was found safe too. Hey, Rubber Ramada, good to see you. And we also have Peyton Rivas, who is missing from Harmony, North Carolina, and she's been missing since February the 2nd of 2025. And I just wanted to check that real quick to make sure that she had not been located. This is in Iredell County, North Carolina. The Iredell County Sheriff's Office is seeking your assistance in locating 15-year-old Peyton Rivas. She was last seen leaving her residence on Chigger Lane. That is a weird street, y'all. Chigger Lane. In Harmony, North Carolina, on February 2nd of 2025 at 7:42 p.m. According to her family, Peyton is believed to be with a 23-year-old male. She was last seen wearing a black hoodie and with a white flag on it, black pants, and carrying a burgundy backpack. She also has a nose piercing. So if you have any information on the whereabouts of Peyton, please contact the Iredell County Sheriff's Office. And this flyer here is provided again by Missing People in America on Facebook. Also, the Aware Foundation does have a flyer out for Peyton also. So I want to give them a shout out for that. They are horrible to get, and that's what made me laugh. It is a bug. There's actually a flower where these little chiggers live. They grow in wild in the fields, and if you walk through that field, oh my gosh, you'll be covered up. They are the devil. Miss W knows. Teenagers do think they're invincible. And I look back being 51 years old, and I think, how in the world did I ever make it? You've seen them get them in the sand too? Shoo. I had sugar bites running through the country when I was a kid. And yes, exactly, Michelle. I didn't think I was going to make it either. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's right, Kim. But see, I was out running in them open fields where nobody sprayed that stuff. Honey, it's worse than the chicken pox. Those things, I mean, you feel like they're eating you alive. Oh, I can't. I don't miss that for anything. You can leave that in my childhood. I don't want nothing to do with that. Okay, next flyer. This one is really kind of close to my heart. This is a cold case that I saw that the Aware Foundation made a flyer and shared out. But I do remember this. My uncle is 25-year veteran of the Marines. His son, my cousin, also served in the Air Force, and he was actually stationed at one time at this Air Force base in Okinawa, Japan. And of course, I did send this flyer to my uncle today, and he said, I do remember this case, and I appreciate you sending that to me. So this is Kelly Cribbs Abad, and she was living in Okinawa, Japan, with her husband and her 2 young children. Her husband, Vince, was stationed at the Kadena Air Base in Okinawa. And like I said, I've had family that has been stationed there before, so that's how I was familiar with this case. But when I saw that the Aware Foundation shared it again today, I wanted to share it with you guys. Wait a minute, now nonsense is itching. Oh my goodness. I know, I can't do bugs. I'm just not a bug fan. Kelly's case is a very strange one. And if you see this flyer, I would really appreciate it if you guys would share it out. I know that this is out of the country, but she is an American, and I feel like this definitely still needs to be circulating around. On the evening of October the 26th of 2011, Kelly tucked in her children into bed after she returned home from church. Her husband had stayed behind at church to meet with their pastor. And according to him, when he returned home, he couldn't find any trace of Kelly, and her car was gone. Her vehicle was found abandoned 3 days later. Her personal belongings were left inside the vehicle, such as her wallet, identification, wedding ring, car keys, etc. And there was a note inside the car that said, "Love my kids, love my hubby and parents, bye," which is very strange. Kelly's family said she would never leave her kids. So if you know any information on the whereabouts of Kelly or any information on the disappearance of what happened that day, please you're asked to text the Air Force Office of Special Investigation at AFOSI to the number 274637. That is on this flyer. This is on my community wall as well as on Facebook. This is from the Aware Foundation of Virginia. You can also contact the Okinawa Base authorities at Kadena Law Enforcement Desk, and there is a number at the bottom. Chapped. Thank you, Chap, for being a member for 10 months. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Chris, I know you do text me when I'm live. I just saw your text a few minutes ago. But I appreciate you keeping me informed. Oh, thank you, Chapped. Thank you for your 20. I appreciate that. Amazingly authentic, gratefully grounded, perfectly precise. Love what you do, Duchess. That means so much to me, Chapped. Thank you so much. That letter does sound fake, doesn't it? Something is not right with that. And listen, they had just left church, and he was there meeting with the pastor, and when he got home, she was not there. And by the way, the kids were there. So she did make it home. The kids were there, but she was gone. Something seriously bothers me about that. And I had forgotten about this case. But then when I saw them post that again, I was like, that case has still not been solved. So if you see this flyer, please do share it, because I feel like something nefarious may have happened to Kelly and that somebody else wrote that note. And maybe somebody will come forward that they might know some information. So if you see this flyer, please do share it around, because I'm sure that her husband and her kids want answers to what happened to Kelly Cribbs Abad. Please share this out. Yeah, very questionable. Yes, it is very sad. Cash, you've been to Japan, right? Hey, Arctic. That'll be your 4th time going? Japan is so different. Chris, I had no idea that Gabby Petito's mother goes live. She does what you do, Dutchie. She spotlights missing individuals and has had families go on to tell their stories. I think that's amazing. That's wonderful. Listen, we do what we can. And she knows exactly what it's like. What better person than to share awareness than someone like Gabby's mother? Because she has empathy and compassion, and she knows what it's like to be in those shoes. I think that's amazing. I agree, Autumn. She's very inspiring despite the tragic circumstances. Let me go over here and check that. I think that's wonderful. And it's called, oh wow, she has 135,000 subscribers, and it's called Surviving the Survivor. That is amazing. I'll share that link out. Let me get over here and I'll drop it in the chat. Y'all go over here and sub up to her channel. No, not that one. Oh, it's on the Gabby Petito. I thought that was the one, the Surviving the Survivor. She's just going on the Gabby Petito Foundation channel. Oh, she's a guest over there tonight. Chris. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Yeah, I have the link to that somewhere. Hang on, I'll drop it in here. I'm on my phone. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. And if you want to check out STS, you can still go over there and check that out. I wasn't subscribed over there, but All right, perfect. And this was also an Amber Alert, but Camilla Guzman was located safe. Thank goodness. She was a Amber Alert out of Florida, out of Fort Myers. Missing 2-year-old. Such a cutie. I'm so glad that she was located safe. So I wanted to make sure you guys knew that too. That she was located safe, just in case you haven't gotten the update on that. And we have Reagan Elizabeth Fegan missing again in Randolph County, North Carolina. Reagan has been missing. This is the third missing flyer that I have shared for her in the last 3 months. Reagan has been running away. I don't know what she's running away from, but it makes you wonder. Soon as she gets found, it's only just a few weeks and she runs away again. She's 17 years old. She was last seen in the area of Maple Ridge Road in Asheboro, North Carolina at approximately 1 a.m. on February the 2nd, and it's unknown what she was wearing. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs 120 pounds with long dark brown hair, blue eyes, and piercings. And like I said, this is the third time that she's went missing since probably the end of November, since Thanksgiving. So if you guys see this flyer, please do share it if you're in the Triad area of North Carolina. Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem, Asheboro is near that area. That's in the middle portion of North Carolina. Please share this flyer around. We also have Sarah Graham missing out of Fairmont, North Carolina. And I just want to make sure, I'm going to check to see if there's been any updates on Sarah. Because sometimes when I'm live, they've been found safe. And I always like to report that, the most accurate information to you. Looks like Sarah is still missing. She was last seen in Fairmont, North Carolina on February 4th of 2015. She left her home in the 4000 block of Centerville Church Road at approximately 6:30 a.m. to report for her shift as a cashier and door greeter at the Walmart in Pembroke, North Carolina. She was scheduled to begin work at 7 a.m., but she never arrived, and she's not been heard from since. And at the time of her disappearance, Sarah was driving a white Chevrolet van registered to her father. And later that same day, the van was discovered locked and abandoned in a wheat field off of East McDonald Road between Chicken Road and Centerville Church Road. And if y'all know anything about Pembroke, this is out in the middle of nothing. I mean, it's just country roads for miles and miles out in this area. It was parked several feet from the roadway, and there was no signs of a struggle. Graham is a Native American woman with brown hair and brown eyes. She wears glasses, she has pierced ears, and had braces on her teeth at the time of her disappearance. She is a member of the Lumbee tribe. She was 18 years old when she went missing, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 160 pounds. If you have any information about what may have happened to Sarah Graham that day, you can reach out to the Robeson County Sheriff's Office at 910-671-3100. And this flyer is courtesy of Missing People in America. That's true. I agree, Autumn. Chap says, it's so sad to know that some of the biggest channels do not have the credibility that they should, and loved ones are desperate for exposure. I agree. This is Ashley Blackman. Ashley was last seen on January the 26th of 2025 at the Red Roof Inn on West Lucas Street in Florence, South Carolina. Ashley is 38 years old. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. She's 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighs 120 pounds. She was wearing gray pants, gray sneakers, and white knee-length heavy coat. Ashley is without needed medications. If anyone has any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact Florence County Sheriff's Office. That's probably about 2 hours west of me. We do have a lot of missing people out in Florence, Columbia area. And I do hope she is found safe. It sounds like that she may need her medicines and some medical attention. So I do hope she is found safe. Guess who was on top, chat? It was you, Elizabeth, because I'm not in there putting in my notice. I also wanted to let you guys know that Ann Houghton was found deceased. This sweet lady was missing in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. She had planned, she's 73 years old, y'all. She had planned a hiking trip in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park from Tuesday, January the 28th to Wednesday the 29th. 73-year-old going up there hiking. I was like, wow. Her intended route included the Bradley Fork, Chastain Creek, Hughes Ridge, and the Enlow Creek trails. And her green Subaru Forester was found parked at the Smokemont campground, but there had been no signs of her, and she was found deceased. And I really hated to hear that update. I'm not sure if she passed from natural causes, Chai. I didn't really see any specific updates when they announced that. But let me go over here and see if anyone has any information after that was originally posted. Here's an updated article. Let's see what it says. 6 hours ago, a Balsam woman who went missing while hiking was found deceased. She was found deceased a quarter of a mile off of the trail. The statement from the Park Service did not indicate the possible cause of death. It's also unclear why she would have walked away from the trail. But the National Park Service has confirmed that no foul play is suspected, but they are not sharing any further information about the cause of death at this time, saying that it is still under investigation. She was an avid hiker and a lover of the outdoors, the Smokies in particular. And it says here she volunteered in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park for over 20 years. And in 2022, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park nominated Ann Houghton for the National Park Service George and Helen Hartzog Award for Outstanding Volunteer Service. She was an enduring and beloved member of our Smokies community, a dedicated volunteer and an avid hiker who shared her passion for the park with many visitors. I think it's most people's wish that they pass away doing what they love. And I think she was out there living her life, doing what she loved to do. But I'll keep you guys updated if I do hear any updates. Hey, Roxy. Now, this is Michaela Harris. She's 15 years old, and she's missing from Pitt County, North Carolina. That's near Greenville, out by East Carolina University area. That's on the eastern part of North Carolina, if anybody's familiar with that area. And I just wanted to make sure there hasn't been any updates on her. I was really hoping that she was going to be found safe by now, but I see that apparently she is still actively missing at this time. The Pitt County Sheriff is asking for public's assistance in finding Michaela Harris, 15-year-old juvenile, last seen on January 31st of 2025. She was last seen in a white puff jacket and black jeans. And that's pretty much all the information that we have. She has red and black hair with red braids, brown eyes. She's 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighs 100 pounds. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, please reach out to Pitt County Sheriff's Office or the Pitt Greenville Crime Stoppers. And you can find this information on the Aware Foundation, my community wall on YouTube, and on my Facebook page. Now, this is a flyer that I had shared a few live streams ago on Eugenia Cooley Harris that was missing out of Maysville, Kentucky. She's 48 years old, but she was located deceased. And I wanted to give you guys an update on that. On February the 1st, at 10:56 a.m., officers with the Mayville Police Department and officials with the Buffalo Trace Search and Rescue located the deceased body of Eugenia Harris Cooley near the area of Wald Park in Mason County. At this time, the investigation is ongoing. The Maysville Police Department is working with Mason County Coroner's Office and the State Medical Examiner's Office. And that is all of the update that I have at this time on Eugenia. But I did want to give you guys an update on that. Elizabeth, are you offending people in here? What's happening? What's going on? Elizabeth, what are you doing? Michelle, I'm not trying to. Oh, my goodness. We also had a really sad update. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that I covered Dana Lee Mustaine's case. It's been quite some time. She was missing back November 30th of 2023 out of Warren County, North Carolina. That's in Warrenton. I did speak with her sister. She had not been seen for several days, and I saw that she had this flyer. I also made her a flyer as well, and we finally did get an update on her, and it was not the update that I had hoped for. This case was silent for such a long time, but the Warren County Sheriff's Office, in conjunction with the State Bureau of Investigation in North Carolina, along with the assistance of Youngville Rescue Dive Team, executed searches in Vance County, North Carolina on January the 30th of 2025. And during that search, human remains were discovered. The remains were sent to the North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office, where they were identified as the remains of Dana Lee Mustaine. Her disappearance and death is continuing to be investigated at this time, so no other information will be released. And they wanted to thank Sheriff Curtis Brame and the Vance County Sheriff's Office for their assistance in being able to locate Dana. And that is so very sad. She was supposed to show up to her daughter's birthday party, by the way, and she never arrived. Very, very sad. Chris, no, we haven't. We're still waiting on an update to be matched with remains that were found in Anson County, North Carolina, out on 50 acres of woods. We're still waiting for the DNA. It's been over a year that we've been waiting for that DNA match, but NamUs is so backed up, they haven't been able to match the DNA. So as soon as Sharon Johnston gets a phone call, we'll be able to let you know more information. Amber's mother, Sharon, does want to come on a live stream and talk to you guys and give you guys an update. But so far, the police and NamUs have not reached back out to her. She was supposed to get a call a couple weeks ago. She wanted to plan a live stream, and from what I understand, they have not reached back out to her. And she's been waiting. Her daughter went missing August of 2021. And we're still waiting for answers. And that's another, thing that we want to advocate for too, is getting federal resources. Federal funding goes into NamUs in order to get these DNA tests done, and they are so backed up. And you have all of these families out here that are trying to get DNA on file for their missing person, as well as when remains are found, to get a match to the people who do have DNA currently on file. But just getting them to run the DNA test for a match, some people are waiting anywhere from 2 to 10 years to get that because it's so backed up. And for anybody who doesn't know, NamUs is the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. I'm sure the mods can drop a link to NamUs, but that is a national centralized, repository. It's like a resource center for missing, unidentified, unclaimed persons all across the United States. NamUs helps investigators match long-term missing persons with unidentified remains to help resolve cases and bring resolution to families. And at any given time, up to 100,000 persons may be reported missing in the United States, which as many as 600,000 people reported annually. And, many of these people are found safe, but a lot of times, some of these people become long-term missing person cases, and at the same time, federal, state, and local death investigators are constantly working to provide names to thousands of deceased persons nationwide. They have over 11,000 sets of unidentified human remains held in medical examiner and coroner's offices throughout the United States according to a 2018 census. So that is why NamUs was created, to assist with identifying these decedents by allowing investigators to match to long-term missing person cases and offering professionals free forensic services. But unfortunately, that database is very backed up. Their forensic services that they offer forensic odontology, fingerprint examination, forensic anthropology, DNA analysis that they have the police to come out and check. They offer family DNA collection kits provided at no cost, but sometimes just to get that can take 2 years to even get that process started. So it does take time. You know, they do have a seasoned staff that can consult on cases, that supports the criminal justice efforts. They have training and outreach programs to help families of the missing. They have coordinating events with agencies across the country. They have a whole missing indigenous persons sector that helps to close data gaps. But the success is only as good as the funding, in my opinion. And we really need to get more federal funding to help these families. No, odontology is the study of teeth and diseases, not bugs. Chris, you're too much. The study of bugs is entomology with an E. ENTOMOTOLGY. Entomology is the study of bugs, but odontology is the study of teeth. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. You thought it was the soul? Hey, Jason. Yeah, they do have a lot of resources, but like I said, it's all about the funding, and we need to get more funding. Yes, entomology. Yes. Autumn, quit bringing up bugs. It all started with Sugar Lane, y'all. I'm sorry, it was my fault. It all started with Sugar Lane. That's where we went left. Was on Sugar Lane. This was a case that Vibrator, which is AKA, oh Lord, Vibrator, I done forgot your name now. Are you still listening, Vibrator, wherever you are in the bushes? He might have got busy, had to go do something. This was the flyer that I couldn't pull up on my Facebook because my computer shut down. This is Chanel, 13 years old, 5'3", 130 pounds, black braids, mid-back length, last seen January 17th of 2025, wearing red and green pajamas and a pink hoodie, last seen in Park Duval, or looks like West End, Louisville, Kentucky, an endangered and at-risk minor. If you have any information on Chanel, please contact the Louisville Metro Police Department at the number below. So I wanted to make sure that I did share that on this live stream for Vibrator, which is now not Vibrator anymore. Yes, Nancy, now this is a bug chat. We're bugged, literally. And now Miss W has PTSD. Listen, we do all the things over here. Joanna Bateman. I'm not sure if Joanna was found. I need to go over here and look at this one because I have not gotten an update on this one. So let me just check it real quick before we go over it. Joanna's been missing from Durham, North Carolina. Looks like she is still actively missing, according to the Durham Police Department. Durham police investigators are seeking the public's help in locating Joanna Bateman, age 38. Joanna was last seen on January the 16th of 2025 in the area of Hillsborough Road and Christian Avenue, close to the CVS. She's described as a white female who now has blonde hair, approximately 5 feet 7 inches tall, and weighs between 100 to 120 pounds. If you happen to see her, please call 911 or Corporal Riley at the Durham Police Department. You can see that number here on the bottom of her flyer. And she is still actively missing. She is. We also have Khaleesi Benjamin that's missing here in Sumter, South Carolina. Sumter is about an hour west of me. Khaleesi is 15 years old. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall, 138 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen wearing black jogging pants, black spaghetti strap t-shirt, last seen on January 31st of 2025 when she left her English Turn residence before dawn. If you have seen Khaleesi, please contact the Sumter Police Department at 803-436-2700 or call 911. I know we got a lot of South Carolina people in here, don't we? Yeah, her mom named her before the Game of Thrones. How about that? It's a pretty name. I did just get this flyer earlier. This is Emily Brown, age 15, and she is missing from the New Hanover County area, which is Wilmington, North Carolina. That's on the east coast of North Carolina. 15 years old, 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighs approximately 150 pounds, medium build, brown eyes, black hair, looks like it's long. Looks like she has a septum piercing, both nostrils pierced, lower lip pierced. All these young kids with all these piercings and tattoos. My parents would have never let me do that. She's been missing since February 4th of 2025, and she was last seen at 2612 Friar Street. Last seen wearing Hello Kitty Crocs that are pink, white socks, blue sweatpants, a gray hoodie, carrying a duffel bag with a gray blanket. If you have seen Emily Brown, please don't hesitate. Reach out to New Hanover County Sheriff's Office. This is a flyer actually put out by the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office. Yeah, they do look so much older, for sure. My mom let me pierce my ears, and that was it. This is another runaway juvenile that's missing from Wilmington, North Carolina. Same area. This is Jaden Jacobs, 16 years old, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Last seen January 30th in the 3300 block of Market Street. That's right downtown in Wilmington, North Carolina. Maybe wearing a gray hoodie and sweatshirt. If you have any information on this runaway juvenile, Jaden Jacobs, please call the Wilmington Police Department. The number is here on this Wilmington Police Department flyer, 910-343-3609. I did share this flyer also, but I just got an update when I went live. Avery Rice from Satellite Beach, Florida. I did share her case. She was 13 years old. I saw a live stream where her father was pleading for anyone to help if they had seen Avery. He was desperate for answers, and she has been found safe. So I wanted to let you guys know that Avery Monroe Rice out of Satellite Beach, Florida, has been located safe. Now, I do have a couple of other ones that I want to share, but I have to share them from my YouTube wall. So let me get over here and share my screen so I can show those, because I haven't had a chance to make any flyers yet. But I did want to make sure their faces got seen, because like I said, I just got back in town. This is Brittany Eugenia Stanley right here. Missing out of Nash County, North Carolina. She's 17 years old. She's a black female with black hair and brown eyes, 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighs 125 pounds. She is from the Middlesex, North Carolina area and was last seen on January 1st, 2025 on Smith Road in Middlesex, North Carolina and Nash County. She may be currently Southwest Wake County area or Park Avenue area. She is thought to be traveling with Zymir Rashawn Johnson. If you have seen Brittany Stanley, please contact the Nash County Sheriff's Office at 252-459-4121, and you can find this on my Facebook and my YouTube community wall. Please share this out. Lord, what done happened to my second post? Hang on. Oh, here we go. And then we have another missing runaway out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's just about 45 minutes north of me over the North Carolina-South Carolina line. The Cumberland County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating Tariah Washington. She was reported as a runaway and was last seen leaving her home on Andrews Road in Fayetteville, Cumberland County, North Carolina, on January 31st of 2025. She is 16 years old. She's a black female, 5 feet 2 inches tall, 145 pounds, brown eyes, black hair, looks like she has some braids, very pretty. Last seen wearing a white shirt, a black beanie hat, and leggings. If you have any information on Tariah's whereabouts, you can contact 911 or the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office Youth Services, Detective Lee, at 910-677-5473, or you can remain anonymous and contact the Fayetteville Cumberland County Crime Stoppers. And all of that information is on my community wall as well as on my Facebook. Stop going back to that. I don't know why this thing wants to reset that like that. Hang on, let me get over here. I don't want to go to membership. Hang on. And we just looked at Emily's flyer right there. Missing out of Wilmington, New Hanover County. And there's Kira, missing out of Leland, which is just a little bit west of Wilmington, about 15 minutes. And we also have this gentleman right here that's missing out of Haywood County, North Carolina. And he has a very interesting name, Senca, Senca, Devon Benning. He was born in 78, and he was last seen in November of 2024 in Haywood County, North Carolina. His last contact with family was actually on December the 2nd. He wasn't reported missing until January the 29th. His possible location could be in Tennessee, but it's unconfirmed. So all of my Tennessee people, please keep an eye out for Senca Devon Benning. His phone status is currently non-operational. He's 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighs approximately 185 pounds. He's a black male. His clothing description is unknown, and he has possible medical issues. So if you have seen Senca, please reach out to Haywood County Sheriff's Office immediately so that he can be found safe. And in this picture, he looks like he's wearing a hospital gown. So I do have concerns about him. I hope he's okay and that he can be found safe. And we also have this gentleman missing out of Concord, North Carolina. That's near Charlotte, North Carolina. This is Kent Reed. He is 67 years old. And the Concord Police Department is seeking the public's assistance in locating Kent. He was last seen on February 1st of 2025 at 11 a.m. at the Ryder Transit Center in Concord, getting onto a bus that was bound for Charlotte, North Carolina. He was planning to go to Charlotte to get a copy of his birth certificate, and he never returned home. Reed is known to frequent the Tryon area of Charlotte. According to his family, Reed has schizophrenia, and he has not been currently taking his medication. He was last seen wearing a black and gray zipped up hoodie sweatshirt, jeans, and black Nike sneakers. He's 6 feet tall, weighs 165 pounds. If you have seen Kent Reed, please call 911 or the Concord Police Department, and you can find this post on my YouTube community wall as well as my Facebook. You think it's Seneca? Well, I thought it was Seneca too, because we have a Seneca, South Carolina, but the spelling was very strange, and I wasn't sure, Chico, so thank you for that. Because it kind of looks like Senca. His name was spelled, let me go over here let me get back on my YouTube community wall. His name is spelled Senca, like Senca. Senca. Because we have a Seneca, South Carolina, and I thought maybe that was it. And I was like, well, it kind of looks like Senca. So I do hope he's found safe. Yeah, you thought of Seneca too, Autumn? Elizabeth said Tryon is known for the ladies. That's where all the clubs are, Elizabeth. That's why. Miss W. Dutchie said Charlotte like a true Carolinian. It is at Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't care what y'all say. That's how you say it. Hey, Ava. Oh, you think so, Elizabeth? Well, that could be true. Now, I don't really get up in that area that much more often like I used to. My daddy's company used to be up in that area a long time ago. All right, I got just a couple more that I want to share with you. Ella Higbotham was reported missing, but she was found safe. She was missing from Belmont. Police Department reported her, and that's also kind of in this same area in the 704, and she was found safe. So that was a relief. So I wanted to let you guys know that. And of course, there's James. We talked about his flyer. And I think I do need to make this young lady a flyer right here. She's also missing in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Y'all, there is a lot of cases going on in Fayetteville. Fayetteville is the highest place for trafficking, and a lot of cases for murder, shootings, missing people. It's so much going on up there in Cumberland County. This is Annie Locke. She is 24 years old. She's been missing for 6 months. She was last seen August the 17th of 2024 near Kiana Lane. That is in Cliffdale Ridge area of Fayetteville, North Carolina. She wasn't reported missing till October the 10th, which, again, that is weird. I mean, she was last seen the 17th and nobody reported her missing till October the 10th. She is a black female. She's 5 feet 2 inches tall, 190 pounds, caramel skin tone, dark brown eyes, black with blue long braids. She has a unique walking style, in towing. She has an upper lip frenulum piercing, a belly button piercing, nose piercing, and tongue piercing. She has a beauty tattoo that says beauty on her right forearm. She has a Batman tattoo on her right arm, and she has stars with letters on her chest. She was last seen wearing a black My Hero Academia shirt and gray sweatpants. If you have any information on Annie Locke, please contact Detective Warren at Cumberland County Sheriff's Office. And you can also call in any anonymous tips. And there's several pictures of her. There's another picture of her. And there's another picture of her. Different hairstyles, but the last time she was seen, she had blue braids. Blue long braids. Yeah, frenulum, ouch. Yeah. Hey, flies. There's a lot going on in North Carolina, Connie, I'm telling you. Nancy Drew says, I covered a case in Fayetteville a couple of weeks ago. There is so much going on. It's always popping in Fayetteville. Always. And I usually focus a lot on the Carolinas because that's where I live. I'm from North Carolina, but I've lived in South Carolina since 1998 is when I moved here and started working. So a lot of the cases that I cover is because I am very familiar with most of North and South Carolina because this is where I was born and raised. And I know a lot about the area. I know a lot of people all across the states in these areas, different people. I have family and friends, former people that I went to college with that live in these areas that I can make contact with to get flyers out. So, but when people send me flyers that they want me to share, I always try to share those as well too. Especially if there's Amber Alerts and things like that, I always like to get that information out, no matter where they are. And this is another gentleman that is missing out of Haywood County right here. He's got a couple of pictures that was available, and I think he needs a missing flyer too. I don't know if anybody's made him one, so I think I'm going to have to go over here and make him one. This is Matthew Dean Brun, B-R-U-H-N. He was last seen January 27th of 2025 around noon, leaving 394 Log Cabin Road in Waynesville, North Carolina on foot. He was wearing a black hoodie with dark sweatpants, brown boots, gray or black beanie, a large black backpack. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighs 165 pounds. He has multiple tattoos. He's bald, clean shaven or close to it, and he has possible medical issues. And if you have any information, you can contact the Haywood County Sheriff's Office and let them know the information. Hopefully we can bring Matthew home safe to his family. And I got one last one that I want to share with you out of Sumter. Right here, this is Christina Marie Furman. Christina is 36 years old, and she's been missing from North Lafayette Drive in Sumter, South Carolina. She was reported missing earlier today by an associate. Others contacted so far by police said they have not seen her for some time. Furman is described as 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighs about 145 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She could be driving a red 2007 Toyota Yaris with South Carolina license tag WTS 703. If you have seen her, please reach out to 911, or you can call the Sumter Police Department or the nearest law enforcement agency. And you can find these on my YouTube community wall or on my Facebook page. Please share these out. Even if you just share one flyer a day, it really helps to get their faces seen. It's so very important that we keep these cases going. But there is a case that happened right up the street from me, and it is on my community wall. So I'm going to scooch down here because we have an active shooting case that happened about 15 minutes from my home, and they are still looking for these suspects. So I want to make sure that I share out their information. Oh, there's my lasagna that I cooked. Did y'all see my lasagna? It turned out excellent. That's my homemade Italian lasagna recipe. I shared it on my community wall. Y'all go over there and make you some lasagna. It was so good. One of the best recipes I think I've had in a long time. Here we go. These two right here, Brittany and David, they've been up to no good. This happened in my county, Horry County, South Carolina, in Carolina Forest. That is part of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's probably about 15, 20 minutes southwest of me. The Horry County Police Department is searching for David Lee Mills, 40 years old, and Brittany Dawn Hunter, age 32, in connection to a pew-pew that happened on Thursday, January the 30th, off of Waccamaw Pines Drive in the Carolina Forest area of Horry County. Due to the nature of the incident in which Mills and Hunter were last seen, the pair is considered armed and dangerous. They look like they're up to something nefarious. Mills is approximately 5 feet 11 and 155 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. He was last seen wearing black pants, red long sleeve shirt, black vest, jacket, and red toboggan. And Hunter is approximately 5 feet tall, 100 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. And she was last seen wearing red pants, a red shirt, a pink jacket, and white shoes. I don't know how red and pink go together, but maybe she wasn't thinking her outfit through when she was going on a pew-pew mission. I don't know exactly all of the other circumstances surrounding this case, but we need to find these people because they be shooting up the neighborhoods around where I live. So we definitely got to get these people in custody as soon as possible. So I wanted to make sure that I shared that out. Yeah, he does look like he's up to no good. We gonna fight. Yeah, I told you gonna have to come down here and get some food. I'll be cooking all the time now. Wait a minute, he reminds you of the guy in Breaking Bad? Oh my lord, that's not good. Now there was let me see. There was one other thing. Let me just make sure let me see if I have it on here. Now remember, we do have that active shirt for Texas EquiSearch that is available in the merch store that supports the Texas EquiSearch 501c3 nonprofit that provides search and recovery services to families of missing persons and law enforcement. So don't forget to go over there and check out the Bonfire merch link if you're interested in supporting the 501c3s. And I'm going to have another shirt available probably by Friday, and we're going to be supporting the Aware Foundation. That is Kenny Gerald's. He did reach out to me recently and ask if I'd be interested in doing some volunteer work. And I told him absolutely anything that I can do to help. So we do want to support the Aware Foundation. We appreciate all they do, all the flyers and everything that they share for the communities. They share cases all across the United States. And we are just very grateful for all the work that Kenny and the staff that volunteers with him do to get these missing people's faces seen in our communities. So we're going to have a shirt going up for him. And y'all, we have 9,200 subscribers. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there to 10K. And as soon as we do, we can start doing some streams for these missing people. And we can have all of the profits to go to 501c3s, which will be amazing. And that's what our mission, that's what we want to do, is to be able to support these agencies that are out here doing the real work to help locate missing people, share their missing faces, share their missing flyers. Because factual information matters, because we need to help bring these people home and bring their families justice. And I wanted to find this one other case because there is so much craziness that's going on. Also, I have a couple other cases that are in the works. There is a local case to me that I'm going to have a special guest that's going to come talk to us about some things that Shay spoke to us about when she was on my panel talking about Tyler's case. So I'm going to have a special guest. Hopefully that will be Sunday night. That is in the works. And I'm also going to be reaching out to Barbara Hall. That is Timmy D's mother. She has her own channel, which is called Timmy's Legacy. And I need to go over here and get that link. I'm going to reach out to her so we can try to schedule a time she would like to be a guest on the channel and tell you about Timmy's story, to continue to share awareness for what she has actually been through herself as the mother with a missing child. And this is Barbara Hall's link to her channel, Timmy's Legacy. Please go over there and sub up and support Barbara. And we'll be having her as a special guest over here so she can share Timmy's story with all of us. Twist, you can actually, when you go over to the Bonfire merch, let me go over here and I'll let you guys take a look at it. Hang on one second. I'll take you to my Bonfire store and I'll let you take a look at it. Let me share my screen and we'll take a look at it right now. This is my Bonfire merch store. As you can see, we got the Dutch bus with Harley sitting out there. Let's see if I can make it bigger so y'all can see it better. Oh, Okay, there we go. No, we're not. It's not like Kanye's outfits he buys his missus. That I like to fell out when I saw that. My gracious. So the link will take you to this website, and so far we have 3 shirts up. The first line is Peace, Love, and True Crime. That was what you guys voted on. And this particular line, if you click on the Peace, Love, and True Crime shirt, this is the example. This is a tie-dye version, but there are several. Look, you can get a comfort color. You can get a long sleeve. There's a racerback, a baseball tee, a premium hoodie, a women's fit. There's a crew neck. There's a long sleeve, a regular t-shirt, a tank top. You can select. There's a lot of different ones. And it will tell you here, this is for a 501c3 providing search and recovery services to families and law enforcement without charge. The shirt is by Dutch for Missing, and it supports Texas EquiSearch, and all of the profits from this shirt go directly to Texas EquiSearch. And then if we go back, the next shirt is Everything is Fine, Keep Calm, Stay True to You. And this is also available in a long sleeve shirt. We got the baseball tee, and these have multiple colors too, by the way. So make sure you go through the selections. There's different classic tie-dye selections. They have a heavyweight pullover. There's a cotton blend shirt. I think that's all that's available for that one. This one supports the Broken Link Foundation out of Summerville and Columbia, South Carolina, and they share awareness and provide resources to families like law enforcement. They coordinate efforts. They also offer search and rescue. They help to coordinate all of those things. They also make missing flyers. So this particular shirt supports the Broken Link Foundation, which is local to me. I personally like the baseball. That's the one that I got. And of course, the very first shirt, which is the original shirt for the channel, that is the Dutch Bus shirt. And it supports the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, for missing, lost, stolen, and trafficked children. And here we have the Comfort Color Unisex t-shirt available in multiple colors here. And then we have the Soft Style Pullover hoodie. We have the Soft Style Cotton tee. We have the baseball tee, which is my favorite. Baseball tees are my favorite. That's the one I ordered right there. The pink. And this one also comes in a classic tie-dye. Yeah, I think this is the only one that has the black tie-dye. So there's a couple other selections on the tie-dye. It's got the heavyweight pullover. And this one actually has a youth tee. So if you have kids that you want to buy them a shirt to support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, you can get a youth tee for your kids. Yes, so no matter what you order, all of it goes to a good cause. And when you click on the shirt, it will tell you which 501c3 you will be supporting. And this is the official merchandise. And you can see that here. Awareness for lost, stolen, missing, and murdered people. And it tells you my Facebook, my YouTube, that I'm an awareness platform in the southeastern part of the United States that shares missing cases and makes missing flyers. Thank you, Connie. So you guys make sure you go over there and check that out. It's supporting a good cause. And it helps us until we can reach 10K so that we can start setting some of these live streams up to put the money to something good, like a charity. That's right. And the money does go straight to charity. As soon as somebody purchases a shirt, the money is sent directly to the nonprofit at that time, because I get a receipt for that as soon as the shirt is purchased. It sends me an email of who purchased the shirt, and then it sends a receipt to me of how much money was sent to that organization. So, but I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. I'm going to let you guys go. There's other things going on YouTube. People that you might want to watch. Nonsense might be going live. She might have some stuff she wants to talk about. There might be some other stuff that's going on. I've got to go in here and check on hubby, finish making some soup for him, and I got a lot of cleaning to do. I've been cleaning and bleaching and wiping down everything. I've got to continue to do that. I had to order some stuff tonight, so I'm going to be listening in, catching up on all the things, and hopefully I'm going to have another live stream on Thursday. I'm going to be talking about another case, so I hope you guys will be able to join me at 7:30 on Thursday. So you guys take care of yourself, and I want to thank everybody for being here tonight and choosing to spend a couple hours with me while we look at some missing flyers. And thank you, Emily, for becoming a member. Thank you, Grandma Sherry, for being a member for 3 months. Thank you, Miss W. And Sophia, thanks for becoming a new member. Thank you, Chapped, for being a member. Thank you, Barbie Boss. I just saw your $9.99. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you to everybody who has supported this live stream. It really means a lot to me. Make sure you take care of yourself. The internet is crazy out there. Your mental health, taking care of yourself comes first. And if you ever need me for anything, you can always reach out to me. If we're connected on Discord, Facebook, email, if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And don't leave me weird comments, though, in my community posts, because if my mods see you, they might tell you about yourself, and there's not much I can do, especially if it's Michelle, because Michelle going to do Michelle. And so, and that's that. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy your night, and I'll see you again on Thursday. Take care, guys. Bye, y'all.